started. We have our beautiful ticker here at the bottom to let you know that if you want to, you can go over to youtube.com/ at Talk That Tech Show and subscribe there for everything Talk That Tech. Yes, you can watch it on our channels. Yes, you can stream it from here. But if you really want to get that content, you got to come over to that side, because I know for myself it's not going to be on my channel for long. So come on over to Talk That Tech specifically for that Talk That Tech Show content. We got Tech Coach Ralph in the building. He said, "Good morning, fellas. Good morning,
Good
fellas."
morning.
Oh man, so glad that you're having a great morning, and I hope that your morning and the rest of your week is a great one as well, man.
For
We
sure.
definitely appreciate you for sure, and also want to let you guys know, if you did not or forgot, this is a call-in show. So don't forget, you can call into the show. Click here to call into the show by clicking that link that's dropped down for you in the comment section below. So go ahead and call into the show if there's anything that you want to talk about. You don't got to show your face, but if you have thoughts about a section that we're talking about, and as we're talking about, you're like, I got something to say, go ahead and call in. Tech Coach Rouse says, I'm going to transfer over to Talk That Tech. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Come on over to the side, and we love to have you here as well.
Come on over to the dark side.
The dark side, literally, the logo is dark, everything's so you come over to that side. We got Miss Lauren Davis on
I'm the death
IG.
row.
Come to death row. Come to death row. We was Lauren Davis on IG. So glad that you're stopping
Hey,
by and showing some love. We definitely appreciate it. I wanted just to kind of start the show with the usual commentary, and then we'll get into it. One being that if you are not familiar, we are a part of the Live Podcast Network, and I think we talked about this before, but I want to make sure that people know again and again that we are part of this network. So if you're not familiar, the Alive Podcast Network is a group of various creators, Black and Brown creators, that are in various spaces but are doing amazing things in this space. And as you might be able to see down here, our little faces popping up soon. But we're basically in this space. And so if you ever want to find out more creators, you go to Live Podcast. That's the Alive Podcast livepodcastnetwork.com. And when you go over there, you'll be able to see all that's going down and support your boys. If you like to listen to us on podcast form and you want to be a part of the network, that's even better. That's even better. So definitely appreciate you guys come over to the Live Podcast Network and check us out over there. And with that being said, I want to just start the week, the show by asking Trey, how was your weekend? How was your last week? How was it overall?
yeah, bro. Last week was amazing. It was good. Towards the end of the week, or actually the end of the week, man, I did a career day for a local elementary school over in Fort Worth, and
Mm.
man, it was interesting to say the least. I had such a good time, man. I'll put it like this though: third through fifth grade, amazing, off the chain, amazing participation. All of that was there, everybody. And then I don't know, man. Second through kindergarten, woo!
It got crazy.
It was a lot, man. Now here's the thing: the participation was amazing as well. Like they were all participating. It's just what they were saying. Like,
Oh, really?
man, yeah, man. They I knew it was gonna be interesting when I walked in one of them. I think it was like first grade or something, and the teacher was like, "Remember, y'all, when he gets to Q&A, or when he gets to the questions, make sure they're actual questions." And so I should have known then. That was like
Side.
first grade, and down class. And man, like uh, it, questions just weren't even questions. They were statements, uh, thoughts, random thoughts that they were having at the like right then, right? You call on them, and it's like a 5-second pause. And like, oh, you didn't have the question yet. Mm-mm. And then just come up with something random. Nonetheless, though,
Wow.
man, I had a good time there. Had a good time. Uh, but the word got back. Apparently, it was great sessions that I was having, so that was good. But outside of that, man, went and had some hibachi with some friends, and then I don't know. Oh, you know what? Sunday just went to church, man, and then went out to dinner as well. But didn't really do too much outside of that. I had to catch up on football, like just through highlights on YouTube because I didn't get to watch much this weekend, man. Just really going, but that was the weekend for me. How about yourself, bro?
Hey man, it was honestly not that crazy. But listen, before I even get into it, y'all let us know where you're tuning in from, especially if you're brand new. We love to hear where you're tuning in from. And also, how was your week and how was your weekend? We want to find out from you as well. How did you enjoy your week or weekend? But for me personally, uh it was uh it was nothing crazy in regards to life things. I was I was still recovering from a few things in regards to this past Sunday. I got a little sick. I think I mentioned it
Mm,
last week, and so I was like going through that, and then also volunteering in church and work, and so also thinking about this week and like, okay, what are we gonna do for Thanksgiving? That conversation came up a couple times.
yeah.
Are we are we gonna stay local? And it's kind of been the consensus that we're gonna stay local. And then this weekend, nothing too crazy, thankfully. So I was glad I was able to rest a little bit. But listen, y'all, Thanksgiving is coming up. Thanksgiving is coming up, and I know we enjoy Thanksgiving, and I know that we kind of talked about this last year in regards to your favorite meal. So I want to kind of switch it up a little bit and talk about the day after Black Friday, right?
Mm, mm.
I don't know. I don't think everyone Black Friday shopping. Have you?
Man, I think maybe I don't know 12 something 10 plus years ago. I do believe I did, but that was about the last time. You know, the
Oh
waiting in
man.
the line because I think probably around that time, Cyber Monday was starting to be a thing and all of that. So
Uh-huh.
uh, yeah, I just never went, never looked back.
Yeah. And that's exactly what the question of the day is today. The question is, do you shop on Black Friday or Cyber Monday? Do you shop on Black Friday or Cyber Monday? And I think I am right there with you. I was saying to myself, you know what? Um, I'd rather do Cyber Monday. I'd rather just chill on Friday, maybe watch a couple games, but I rather avoid the chaos. I don't get the thrill. I don't get the thrill in being pushed and shoved around for a flat screen TV. I'm good.
Ain't no way.
But my that's my question to you all this morning. In light of this amazing week that's coming up, we talked about Thanksgiving meals last year, but this year I want to talk about something that leads a little bit closer to technology. Do you shop on a Black Friday or Cyber Monday? Or how many of you are like, what is Cyber Monday? I think
Mm-mm.
everybody knows at this point,
Yeah,
but
at
yeah,
this point. But
let
that's,
us
I
know.
mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
ultimately too, bro. Like I don't know. Black Friday starts way earlier than I mean, not, yeah, Black Friday starts way earlier than Black Friday anyway. So um
Mm.
I don't know. Yeah, I definitely not gonna catch me out there. If you did, I was just looking at other people do their thing and passing by.
Yeah, no,
I'll see all the action up close on YouTube and maybe TikTok or something when people are recording all the craziness that's going on. I'll be in the comfort of my own home, laughing and looking while I order stuff online.
yeah, no, I totally agree. I think for me personally, I don't mind. I'm a creature of convenience. I realize the older I get. I'm not trying. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to be all up in that mess. I really am not. So, for me personally, that's where I kind of like reside. Uh, give me some. Give me. Let me see what I can find. I can find a good deal there. And like you said, Black Friday has extended. They got smart about it. They said, "Hey, we're opening up Black Friday to make it black." It should be really be Black Week and a half, because that's how they extended it so far. Instead of just one day. But yes, and all y'all, if y'all got thoughts on that, let us know in the comment section below. If you want to, again, this is a call-up show. Anytime the link is there, you could just hop on and say, "Hey, I want to share my opinions about this particular subject." You are free to do so. We're not holding you back. You can feel free to call
I
up on
got
the
some
show.
emails this morning.
Yeah, and go ahead and let us know in the comment section your thoughts. But we're gonna get started with the first topic here at hand, and this one is a very interesting one. It's actually something that you pointed out that might be of interest to somebody, especially if they're in that world. And so I wanted to just pass it over to you to talk about what has happened with Bitcoin and a heist. Those two things coming up right now. So take it away, Trey.
Yeah, bro. So Bitfinex, these hackers, there were some hackers, and they ended up getting 5 years for a $10 billion Bitcoin heist. Listen, they're not playing with them. They're not playing with them. 5 years is, I don't know. It's giving me big white collar crime energy. 5 years. I'm sure they got something stashed away somewhere. They'll be out probably in 2.5, 3. And I don't know. Was that fair enough? Is that, I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, basically though, in a landmark case that it went globally, right? There's a hacker who I'm gonna be honest, I can't say this dude's name. Um, Lichtenstein. I'll just put it like that. Last name Lichtenstein. He's responsible for one of the largest crypto thefts in history to date, right? We know it's probably going to continue to happen, maybe, and they probably will get bigger and bigger. But he basically has been sentenced to 5 years in prison for his role. And it was a heist that actually happened back in 2016. It almost had 120,000 bitcoins, and y'all know how much Bitcoin is now. So they were up, okay. But look, at the time of the theft, though, the crypto was valued at around $70 million. So when they stole it, it was about 70 million. Obviously, Bitcoin's been going, jumping through the roof, jumping out the gym. It's worth over $10 billion now. On what they
Wow.
actually took. So it was crazy, right? But basically, how he did it, he exploited a vulnerability in Bitfinex's multi-signature security setup, which was designed to require approval from both Bitfinex and a third-party service called BitGo in order to withdraw. And so basically, he just bypassed BitGo's approval process, and he was able to initiate and authorize over 2,000 unauthorized transactions and transferred that funds to wallets that were actually controlled by him. So anyways, following the hack, basically his wife Heather Morgan, known by her rapper name Razzle Khan, she basically also engaged in an elaborate money laundering scheme in order to get that stuff secured and put in the right place. So they created some fake identities. They converted the stolen Bitcoin into different like other cryptocurrencies. And then you have they were purchasing like physical assets like gold, right? So they were going in on the gold coins and stuff like that. And then lastly, they were using couriers during family vacations to transport laundered money. So they thought they had it together
Mm.
for sure. Like they really thought they were doing it. And they were, right? The unfortunate thing is, man, that I don't understand is they do you do know that the blockchain is alive and well and working. So like there are
Mm-hmm.
people who whole job that they love to do is just look at different um basically transfers of money and follow it. So
Yeah.
I don't see how people are going to see that they are going to continue to get away with it. But anyways, the sentencing and what happened there in August of 2023, they admitted to being the original hackers that were responsible for the Bitfinex breach, and his 5-year sentence was recommended by the DOJ. And then his wife, her scheduled sentence is for November 18th, which was a few days ago. So,
Bonnie and
uh,
Clyde.
yeah, buddy, the modern day Bonnie and Clyde. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, y'all, just buy it. I don't know, just buy it.
Isn't that thing close to like $100,000 now? Like, where is
What's
it?
that?
Like
Oh yeah,
Bitcoin? Is it
bro.
around
It's at
80,000 or
90. Nah, it's at
90?
90, 98, 98K right now. So
Wow.
pushing a hundun.
Yeah, I thought one of the reasons why Bitcoin was such a big thing was not only is it easy to be uh, the transfer process of it, but also it's traceable. That's what I was told back in the day. So for
Yeah,
them to think that they could do it, get away with it, even though it's almost been 10 years, a decade later, I don't know where the mindset was. Like you said, there are some people that their whole life, their career is in Bitcoin, is in basically the transfer of cryptocurrency. So I find it very interesting that they decided to think that they could get away with this. But
yeah,
hey,
bro.
each his own. Maybe they know more than I do. I mean, obviously they probably do. I don't know much about Bitcoin at all. But what are your thoughts, people? What are your thoughts about this subject? If you're a Bitcoin fanatic, if you're a cryptocurrency savant, what are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comment section as well. But initially, I was thinking about it too. Like, what is the statutory limitation on these sort of sort of things? Because they're gonna probably just wait it out a little bit longer if there was like a statute. But I guess there wasn't because it's almost been what? It's been 8 years, and they're like, you
Yeah,
know what? Let's try to
yeah.
get this going now since it's hot.
Bro, I watched one. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up really quick, but I watched one, and I think they might have actually would have gotten away with it, but they were so the one of the main guys was so reckless with it. It was like 4 or 5 guys that they literally pulled one off for like 200 million from some random guy,
Wow.
and literally just went crazy for like a month and a half, like buying up
Oh,
everything, bro. Uh,
greed.
in the clubs every night, spending 300, $400,000 a night in the club. Like I'm talking about doing reckless stuff. And yeah, sure enough,
Wow.
there are people who follow these transfers of money. So when they were trying to break it down into the smaller, or different cryptocurrencies, like people were literally like following it. And then, yeah, they got caught. And the main
Mm.
guy, he got caught because he was doing a whole lot of reckless spending, like crazy. So he had a good time for a short time, like a month and a half, bro. And this was just like a couple of months ago.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
yeah, it was wild, man. It was wild.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, y'all. And listen, if you guys have any other things that might have come up that you want to try about, let's definitely have an open floor here, so you can definitely do that as well. But right now, we're gonna go into another segment that we love to call the bulletin board. The bulletin board is that place where we could go ahead and jump in to learn about different tech events and things that are happening down the pipe. So definitely, we could definitely do that. But if y'all have any sort of thoughts or questions about this, then we definitely could share that as well. So yeah, uh, yeah. Give me 1 second here. Technical difficulties, but yeah. So yeah. In regards to the bulletin board, we got a few events that are popping up. But in case you are not aware what the bulletin board is, let me tell you. The bulletin board is our premier directory for upcoming tech events that may be happening in your own neck of the woods. So go ahead to blacktechglobal.com. Again, that's blacktechglobal.com, your premier source for upcoming tech events, specifically geared towards people in the black and brown community, because you want you to know that you are not alone, like the Michael Jackson song says. And so, first things we have is November 27th, which is this week. It's actually in a couple of days. Black Girls Tech and Finance Summit 24. It's in London, England for £10. Also, December
Mm.
6th is National Sales Network in Philly. It's a cocktail party for $50 there. So if you are in the Philadelphia area, check that out. Now, the one I'm going to be at is Thanksgiving. That's happening December 11th to the 14th in Washington, D.C., starting at $140. But trust me, it's a lot of value in that $140. So definitely take advantage of that ASAP. No Rocky. But yes, December December 11th to the 14th. Definitely look into that. We have Black Tech Saturdays, Detroit meetup. So if you're in Detroit, Michigan, check that out. It's $0 for that meetup. December 14th is Brothers Code 24 in Los Angeles, California. $0 for that as well. December 18th to the 20th is Gov Tech Con Mission 2024, having in Arlington, Virginia. $300 for that. And then December 19th is Diversitech Connect Philly Mixer, $10 for that as well. And last on the December list is the Black Tech Link Holiday Toy Drive in San Diego, California. So if you are interested in being a part of any of those events, go to blacktechglobal.com. Or if you're interested in participating or even sponsoring, if that's one thing you're looking into, go to blacktechglobal.com. Again, blacktechglobal.com for more on that. And listen, y'all, we talked about Black Friday earlier, right? We talked about all these amazing things that are happening with Black Tech, with either whether you go to Black Tech Friday, if you go to Black Tech Friday, what's it called again? Black Friday, Black Tech Friday, Black Friday, or if you do Cyber Monday. And I was thinking about it because I saw this Instagram, and I'm going to share my screen right now so y'all can see as well. I saw this on Instagram, and this is basically something that's came out in October. I'm like, huh, very interesting. It's a screenless laptop, y'all. A screenless laptop. And so basically how it works is you walk around with this laptop device, you put on these glasses, and you have a virtual reality experience, AR glasses. And no matter where you are, you could go ahead and you could use that laptop to basically pull up a bunch of different screens, and you can work from wherever. And now this is supposed to be the work desk of the future. And so I was looking at that thing. I was like, huh, that thing is pretty interesting. It's just how intuitive it can be based off of what they're selling. And this has been around, I believe, since October of this year. It's called the Spacetop G1, and it's been launched by a company called Sightful. Sightful is a company that launched it. Again, it's got some nice specs in regards to being like, again, it's not a physical screen. You could expand it. It's custom Android-based spatial operating system. So I don't know if my brother is in the building, but Mitch, you'll be happy to know it's Android-based. And so the hardware is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon. If you are familiar with that chipset, which is the QCS8550, 8550, and it has ability to connect to Wi-Fi, and it also has dual USB ports, so you're going to be sitting good there. And also, it's just as you can see, it's like a black fabric hard shell. It looks pretty interesting, right? Price tag, because everybody wants to know how much it costs. Around $1,900 is a price tag for this, and so I was like, hey, if somebody's looking for something different this Black Friday or Cyber Monday, they have something to choose from here. Now, some people might ask, okay, that's cool, but like, how does it work? What is it? Web-based applications? What is the flow? And so you'll be good to know that it's kind of runs like a web application similar to how the Chromebook operates. So you're gonna get your Google Workspace, your YouTube, your WhatsApp, Monday.com, Discord, ChatGPT, etc. on this. And so it seems very interesting, especially if you are a big Android fan or a person that you're like, hey, I'm cool with, not being an Apple device. So, quick question to you: Would you buy this? Would you buy this first of all for Black Friday? What are your thoughts on this? And let us know in the comment section below. The screenless laptop, the Spacetop GI. What are your thoughts on this?
Interesting. My thoughts. So, can I edit on it? Like, would I be able to edit videos and stuff on this?
I wish.
If so, like, it could be cool. Like, if they were doing a deep discount for Black Friday, yeah, I would go ahead and do that. But I'm also a fan of not buying the new things right when they come out.
Yeah.
Mainly just because you start a lot of times those are the things that do still have the bugs or the things they're still trying to work out. For instance, like even you mentioned Apple a few times, even Apple Intelligence. Like, how do you release the phone and talking about Apple Intelligence all on all the ads and everything, and you get the phone and it's not even on there. I mean, like, you had to wait a while to get the Apple Intelligence on there. So it's one of those things, bro, where when it's the first thing, even when you talk about cars, like the new model, let me wait till that second batch or second round comes out. Like I need all the stuff out of there before I hop in and become the crash test dummy. And now I'm mad because I spent $1,900 on this laptop and I can't even do everything that I need to do on there. But I mean, it sounds it looks fire. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Now they could update the glasses a little bit, you know.
First iteration.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, to be able to limit space, especially if you don't have a lot of space. Yeah, I think that's it's definitely something for the future for sure.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. I'm thinking about Tony Stark, right, coming in there,
Yeah.
Jarvis, and he's moving things around. I think that definitely is going to be, this is like iteration one, but sooner or later it's going to be, hey, you're just going to have probably this little block, and you're going to have a holographic keyboard, and you're going to be able to touch it, move things around with your hand. Like, this is the beginning for sure, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
I want to go to the comment section here real quick because we got Mitch in the building. We said his name and he appeared, so that's so cool. He says, "Hello, I'm new here. What's up, what's up, everybody?" Just so you know, this is an Android powered device, so we were very happy for you to hear that, and so that's we want to make sure that you knew. Tech Coach Ralph says, "In honor of my best friend, Apple is trash." Hey, listen,
it's seeming that way. It's seeming that way.
It's starting to seem that way. I mean, I'm not gonna even hate, but if they have if there's a strong alternative out there, let's see, because this is the thing. If you're not pushing, and I'm gonna go back to this so y'all could see what I'm talking about. But if you're not pushing the boundaries in technology nowadays, you will be left behind. Technology is moving a lot faster than it's ever have, and so things like this, especially if they're functioning and working well, they quickly could become. I mean, think about it. Back in the day, we talked about AI being this cool thing. Decades ago, we know about AI for a long time, right? And it's been used in various different forms. But look how quickly it has been adapted, even in the workplace. You know, people nowadays, they might turn to Gemini or ChatGPT sometimes as a search engine on par, if not before, they go to Google. So it's all before, right? And of course, Gemini being a part of Google, yes. But I'm just saying that was what Google needed to do. They needed to adapt quickly to that, so that way they could retain and gain an audience. And so this is the same kind of ploy here, is where, hey, this screenless laptop, though it may be one of the first iterations of it, or they probably have other ones that happened in the past. This could be a trend that we see moving forward in a certain direction. So something to consider, something to talk about, and something to share. Yeah, but what are your thoughts, y'all? Would y'all buy this if you had $1,900 to spend? I know Trey's like, I'll hold
off. Bro, yeah, because I mean, yeah, I still would. I still would. If somebody gave me the money, I would hold off. Now, if you gave me the product, then I would try and see what it's talking about. But just giving me the money, I would go with maybe another M. Like, I have the M3 MacBook. I'll go get an M4 or something, like, literally. But I don't know. I would still wait on this. I would. Yeah, but Mitch, it looks good.
Trash. Interesting. I'm surprised, Mitch. Why would you say it's trash? Let us know in the comment section below. He said trash 2 times. So let us know why you think this is La Basura, and or it should be in La Basura. I think it's interesting, especially if you're on like this person that to the Mac. I was about to say, okay, he said he's going to be specific. He said trash to the Mac. To the Mac. So he's like, yeah, trash to the Mac. But I'm thinking about, like, I'm looking at it. If you're on an airplane, if you're traveling somewhere, and you don't have that space, you could have this operating and working on your behalf. I like it. I like this. Would I buy it for $1,900? I don't. Like you said, I don't know. I'm definitely not a first iteration type of person. I'm not trying to buy the latest and greatest. I like to try to see, if things will change. True, but I also like to take my time with it, because sometimes, as we kind of see, the guinea pigs are the ones that kind of pick it up first. And so, I like to not be a guinea pig for this. But it looks nice. It looks nice for sure. No guinea pigs here. All right, y'all. We might have a guest stop by the show. In fact, the Tech Route says try. We'll take it as a gift, review it, and then raffle it off. Interesting.
That's it right there. That's it.
business minded. He says, "I'm going to jump. Techo drops. I'm going to jump on in a few. Go ahead, pull up on us. Pull
Pull
up
up.
on us." Mitch says, "I'll buy it with money Ralph owes me." So apparently,
God dang.
Ralph, you owe him a lot of money. So so we'll see about that. You owe him over about two G's. So we'll see. Oh man. Well, listen here. I'm gonna keep the show rolling. In Tech Coach Ralph, if you want to join us, you could join us for sure. But this is what we were talking about today as the
He said,
subject.
he said it's
I
already
said,
300 on
uh,
Temu.
yeah, it'll be $500 in 6 months. It's probably $300 already on Temu. Temu. I don't know if I'm gonna play with Temu though. They grab my information more and more. I'm good. But in regards to this conversation, there's a topic that came up. We were just scrolling around on good old LinkedIn, and we saw that there was a change in hierarchy in regards to a company, and there's somebody that decided to say, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to jump on board on this side of the tech universe here and join y'all." And I was like, wow, this needs to be talked about because it's a really huge move. And what we were saying before, me and Trey looking at this, we're like, man, that person got the bag because they had to get the bag in this situation. And it's about Meta. Meta hired their new head of AI, but you'd be interested to know where they came from if you did not know. So I'll let Trey share more about that story.
Yes, indeed. So, I mean, you were just saying just a while ago, like, hey, these different companies, they need to make these moves. AI is moving faster than ever, right? And yeah, it looks like Meta said, hey, you know what? We need to go ahead and do something crazy, something big. And yeah, that's what they did. So Clara Shih, they hired her. And who is she? She is the former CEO of Salesforce AI. I know y'all know what Salesforce is. So she was on the side of AI. And so, yeah, basically, she is going to lead a new business AI group at Meta. Okay. So she is, listen, y'all, this is how you know they dropped the bag. Okay. Not too many people technically go down in the role. All right. So she went from a CEO of Salesforce AI to a vice president at Meta. Okay, so again, not too many people do that, so y'all know they dropped her a mega bag. I hope they show it. I hope they tell us. I just want to be happy for her. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but anyway, um, she announced this role as the VP at Meta on her LinkedIn profile a few days or a little late last week. And she stated that she's going to be heading the new product group there. So the vision that they have for this business AI group is to really just make cutting edge AI accessible for every business. So they're going after the big people, the big money, okay, and they're going to do it using AI. So that's her job to try and get that done. Right now, she is going to be leveraging Meta's global reach and the leadership in AI. Obviously, the Llama large language models, so which has over 600 million downloads to date. So she's going to be she has some stuff to work with. She got some stuff to work with. Okay. So now basically, obviously we know everyone's focusing hugely on Meta, or not Meta, but on AI. And so this move is perfect for it right now. They were obviously looking for the best person that they could find to be able to lead this charge into the AI space. And I think they got a pretty big one, So right now, again, it this new leadership board or whatever, the AI group, it looks to be a part of Meta's strategy to commercialize their AI capabilities using that llama models, the llama models, while also looking at some new different approaches to AI, um, going beyond that. So obviously they got someone who, hey, this is what she does. She was the CEO. We'll see what happens for sure.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. But before I even comment, I'm gonna go to the comment section. And don't forget, you can call into the show as well if you want to share your thoughts. You don't have to share your face, but you can definitely share your thoughts. And Mitch says, "Oh wow, they must be paying her good." Oh, Reese, good morning. Good morning,
Big
Reese.
money. Hey, good
Yeah,
morning.
good morning. Yeah, you say big money. I was trying to find it. I couldn't even imagine what it is.
It'll
I
come out. It'll come out later. It'll come out later.
it'll be leaked. It'll be leaked. Mitch said Salesforce could have countered though, and I'm thinking Salesforce probably was like, oh, this is. And also, let's be honest. Maybe she's like, you know what? I love what I did here at Salesforce, but you could counter all you want. I think this is the project that I'm excited about because if you think about Meta and all the data they have in the world at your fingertips, because you have to play with data sets, right? It's like the sky is the limit for what that
Yep.
model could be formed to do. Like, so I could see where that comes from. I mean, Salesforce has a lot of data too. Don't get me wrong, of
They
course,
do. Yeah, they
but
do for sure.
but when you think about Meta and how many people that Meta has,
OG,
it's
OG,
like they've been doing this for what 2 decades in regards to gathering that information.
OG
It's
data.
it's a lot. It's a lot because it comes from a public background. We got Kareem. What up, Kareem? Glad to see you
What's going
here
on
as
now?
well.
What
So
it
glad you
do?
stopped by. We have, I believe it's pronounced Utundi. Wowza. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's a huge change for sure. And then we got Mitch that says Zuckerberg out here doing rap songs now. So she will probably be CEO of all of Facebook soon. That's
I
hilarious.
mean, I don't know. Hearing the stories of Zuck, man, he ain't giving that up. He ain't giving that up. But but
Yeah.
but she I know she could definitely do great things. I don't know, something that you just said, Joseph, that kind of made me think. I was like, man, maybe, she's been the CEO with Salesforce AI, and now she's making that move. It's possible that maybe they didn't drop like the crazy bag, but maybe working at Meta and working with them has been a dream of hers forever. And now to have
Yep.
that opportunity, she's like, well, I don't care. And really, I thought about that when Mitch said that Salesforce probably countered. I was like, sometimes that doesn't matter when uh, it's been a dream of yours to always go to a space or a spot. And then it's like, hey, you know what? I'm going over here because this is, I always wanted to do this. So never know. Never know.
Yeah, we never know indeed. So listen, y'all, if y'all are have any sort of insight on this conversation, one thing I actually was looking up real quickly is just Meta stock over the year, and apparently it's been up 60% this year. So trending in the right direction, if you ask me. And so I'm pretty sure that with the election and with everything else going on, it's going to improve. But we'll see. We'll see again how things kind of overall improve with that. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool to see that all these companies are investing in AI. So there's a real listen opportunity here for those who are looking to break into this space, whether it is selling AI, whether it is actually being a prompt engineer or AI engineer. There's so many different areas that you're going to be able to find potential and opportunity in. And I think, as a public, let's turn our direction and I way that we're looking at stuff and say, hey, let's try to learn a little bit more about how we could invade this space and be a participant in this growing economy that's in this side of the conversation. So yeah, I think that's good. And I don't know if he's on yet. Tech Coach Rob said he's gonna drop on by, but listen, y'all, what are your thoughts about this? I know a lot of people are like, wow, this is amazing. But let us know your thoughts in the comment section and we'll definitely post it up as well. Bitch says, even AI travel planning if you're in that space. Yeah, that's true. And please
AI travel
elaborate.
planning could be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, please elaborate on what you're seeing about AI travel planning because that's very interesting. Is AI taking the place of a travel agent? Is AI creating a travel itinerary for you from scratch? I'm interested. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on that.
Man, what would be cool? What would be cool when it comes to like that? What if there was a way that you could put in like a date range, like, hey, these are the days and times that I'm willing to travel on a plane, and
Mm-hmm.
then this is the place I'm trying to go, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, you would have to keep your block open, I guess. But basically, what I was thinking in my mind is that as prices change and you're looking to get the best price, it
Yeah.
would automatically change that flight and in your schedule, right? So it just
Ooh.
pop up there and it would change within the time frame that you gave it, that you're willing to, make that move up into the flight. But I'm sure you would definitely have to work with the airlines. You definitely have to make sure that works. But
That'd be
yeah,
crazy.
man, it'd be good. It'd be good
That
because
would be
you're
crazy.
always getting the best price. And then it's within your, like you said, within your time frame of you trying to fly out and all that stuff. But yeah,
Terry
oh
says,
no,
sorry
we'll
for
see.
being late. No worries, Terry.
Hey
Glad
man,
you're here.
welcome in.
Welcome,
Welcome in.
welcome to the fold. So glad you're here. But yeah, that going back to that for a second, that'd be a crazy good business plan right there. You mentioned Wonder Plan does something like that already.
Oh,
Wonder Plan.
true. I need to. Oh, appreciate you, Mitch, for putting me on. Let me see
We
what
checking
Wonder
them out.
Plan is talking about.
No, but that's an amazing thing when you think about how many different areas AI could be effective in that sort of area as well. It's huge in regards to just the fact that it can monitor what's going on and change things accordingly, save you money. Hey man, sign me up if that's what it could do.
I have to check out Wonder Plan.
Yeah,
But yeah,
definitely
I
check out
mean,
Wonder Plan.
all stuff they're trying to do, man, with AI. So you bring in the top minds, you bring in the people who, hey, this is what I eat, breathe, and sleep. Right? Is AI, and these big companies are bringing them in, and they're trying their best to, like, how can we help take our products and infuse AI into it to make it even better? And then you have companies like Meta who, hey, we got all the money, we got all the data. Uh, what can you come up with from scratch? Like, what can you just create out of thin air? Because we have everything you need to be able to do that. And so people in on that side, they have, or in those type of companies, man, they really have the freedom to just make whatever. And then that's when you start seeing things like Notebook LM and all of these things where it's like, wow, um, we'll see what they're able to come up with. I'm looking forward.
Yeah. And Kareem says AR plus IA, or I believe AI. AR plus AI is a road to the future. Meta is developing VR and AR hardware. This way, you can see and interact with your agents. Interesting. Yeah, because
Yeah,
everything
man.
is a remote world now. You can just pop up on people, be like, "Bing, bing. Hey, are you working?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Just show up like nowhere. Like what is
Oh man.
that show back in the day? I Love Jeannie. She's just
Man,
you
I ain't
know,
having it.
and just pull up
I'm
on
not
you.
having it. I ain't
Yeah.
having it.
But that's, I mean,
Uh,
we're already doing that with technology already, in the way you can monitor and give visibility to
yeah.
agents and stuff like that. So hey, I won't be surprised if virtually they could pull up on you and see what's going on. But we'll see.
Yeah,
They'll
I
probably
do
the
know what
laws
he's
will
saying there.
prevent that.
I do know what he's saying. Like, you can already have like little, I don't know if it's real life, but I know that they have like little cartoon figures where you can, all meet up in this space. And so you're talking and interacting, but it's just in a different way.
Yeah.
I know they have that. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah,
Yeah.
it'll only get better from here. That's what we do know. That's what we
Yeah.
do know.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Mitch also said, I think people need to stop being scared of AI and just learn it. Yeah,
Dude,
that's the way to get over it.
it's one of the two. Either you're scared of it or you just don't even know what's out there. And both of them are putting you at a disadvantage
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
whatever space you're in, there's somebody that's in that same space and they're using it. And they're gonna make you look like you're not using it. like you're gonna look 10 times worse, or just not, you're not in the same playing field, and they're going to run circles around you. So at minimum, if all you did is at minimum is keep up with the AI and the new tech that's coming out in your space, at least do that, right? Because then at least like, okay, this is what's possible, and this is what's possible in the area that I work in and in my space. But to not do that, uh, I'll go out on a limb and say it's a little arrogant. It is. It is. It's a little arrogant, and you're going to get exposed in a bad way over time. The longer you stop, you're not using it. The longer that you just sit around and not even thinking about checking it out, is just not going to look good for you. And you're going to look up and be like, man, I don't know how to use none of this. And I've been pushed out of my space.
Yeah, it's opportunities, so might as well take full advantage of it. Oh, technical Ralph got a little technical difficulties, but it's all good. If you want to call into the show, don't worry. There's still a link there to drop in, and you could call and talk about any of the subject that we talked about, or if there's something that's new, we could also do it as well here as well. Mitch says, if your job already uses AI, that's easier way to learn. That is very true.
You're getting paid to use that if they already use it. So
yeah,
you might as well. Don't be like the people who are saying, my way is I like you doing it my way. You know, you better learn at minimum, you better learn how to use it.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally
then they're
agree
gonna
with that.
stack on something else. They're gonna stack on something else on top of it. And then because you weren't using it before, then you're gonna look around and they're like, hey, this is the only way we're gonna, we're only using this route. And you never used it before. And now you're behind.
Yeah. And Mitch
I'm telling you what I've seen.
Yeah, it reminds me of this thought that Myron Golden had. I thought it was it's a simple thought, but it's a true one where it's talk about mastery stacking, and how when mastery stacking is like, okay, you know how to do one thing, one component of that thing, and now you stack upon that until you have a wealth of knowledge regarding that. And so that's an easy way to do it. Is just take one component at a time. You might say it's overwhelming, but if I just focus on this one part of this whole thing, master that, and then build on top of that knowledge, then you can get where you want to go. And so without further ado, we got a guest on the show, and I'm gonna bring up right now. We got none other than Tech Coach Ralph. What up, Tech Coach Ralph? How you doing, sir?
What to do?
What's up, fellas? How's it going? Hopefully you guys had a good weekend.
The weekend was good.
Happy Thanksgiving to y'all as well.
Likewise.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
I gotta find a hat now. Everybody got a hat on.
We know you don't own a hat. We know you don't own a hat.
I know.
My hat's
Joseph
stolen by the family.
Joseph has it still in a plastic.
You know what? I do got one hat here, but it's for a special occasion. It's actually still in its packaging. But
what I tell you?
Yeah. But the other hat, forget about it. I saw my daughter with one the other day. I'm like, "Where'd you get this hat from?" She's like, "I just stole it." Yeah, exactly. It was in your office.
Figured it wasn't being used.
Mitch is like, "Boo! I don't like this." Next time you can pull up on us too, Mitch. The link is there. So Tech Coach Rob, what's up? What's on your mind? What's on your heart? What's on your thoughts that you got there?
So first off, I just want to say, don't let your wives find out about Temu, because it'll be the end. It'll be the end for you.
Too late. I'll just say that much. I won't say anything more.
I don't think it's too late I don't think so. I don't know if my wife has ordered anything off of there before, but I don't know.
Once the first one comes, it's just gonna keep on coming. And they deliver fast too. It's crazy.
Oh snap.
You know, it's funny. I had a conversation about this with my significant other, and and stuff still was coming. She's like, "I didn't know that I ordered it." It's like, because sometimes it takes like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Like, I thought I stopped. And I'm like, okay, I'm sure you did. It's still coming.
It shows up while you're having a conversation.
Ding ding. Wake up in the morning. Ding ding. Look down. Oh, it's happening again. It's like in my dreams.
But I just wanted to touch on the whole Department of Justice proposing that Google sells off Chrome and Android and give, like, I guess, part of their algorithm for their ads and stuff like that.
Dude,
crazy.
I saw you put that in the comments. I hadn't actually seen that yet, but yeah, I saw it. I was like, man, 20. Who's gonna buy that? It's got to be a conglomerate. It's got to be a group. If they do sell it, $20 billion is what they were evaluating it at.
I think the 20. Well, I don't know about that part, but I know the 20. Like, that's you remember how Apple and some other companies are paying Google for to be able to have their as their default search, right? I think that's part of the reason that they're like going after them with their search technology.
I see.
But forcing, like now there's like trying to force them to sell. Like
Yeah.
that was that was the Department of Justice's suggestion
Wow.
that like they sell Chrome, they sell Android or whatever it is, like they don't own it anymore. And once that happens, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like a crappy product after that, you know.
Oh, easily.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So
trying to because then who are you gonna sell it to? That's gonna take the I don't know. It's gonna do it like them.
Yeah.
and the thing is, like, if they're forcing you to sell it, then there's no incentive. Like, they're not going to get like what it's really worth. You know what I mean? Because they're being
Yeah.
forced to sell it. And I'm just wondering, like, who did y'all complain about Chrome and Android? Like, who complained about that?
Bro,
It's like, I'm like, what are y'all doing?
nobody.
Not me.
Nobody we know.
The only complaint I ever heard, or that I would follow, is when they say that like they're like they might have the search results like bias or something like that. But
Okay.
I mean, you would have to know that. Most people don't know. Most people don't know anything about that.
exactly, yeah, you know. But like as far as Chrome and Android and all that, like, and I think Android is more, it's freer than Apple,
Oh, for sure.
because anybody can install, like, we can create a hardware right now and install Android OS on it, and that's separate company, you know, like you can tweak it and stuff like that. There's only you can't do that with Apple. So I don't know, it just annoys me. But so that was the government's proposal. I'm going to cover it more on Friday.
Yeah,
that was the government's proposal. Google is going to be responding in December. But what I dislike the most about it is that these people don't know, like the people who are arguing this stuff don't know about the technology, right? So you have these bureaucrats and lawyers who are, and these judges who are making these decisions. And if at least they would tell us how and why they're reaching this, but just, Google's a monopoly, we're gonna break it apart. And it's like, okay, like what?
Like that's it. And here's the other part. I don't think the world cares. Like they just want their Chrome. They just literally want, like, hey, does it work?
Change.
Yeah. I want to know, like, are you gonna change the Google? Like, if there's a special day, Thanksgiving is coming up. What does the little Google logo have in it for this special week that's coming up? When I search on my Chrome, like, is it gonna pull up the search? That's all I care about. It's not like it's changing the world by them owning Google Chrome. They made it. I don't know. It's tragic.
Yeah.
But like I said, I searched it up, man. They're saying that it could be worth up to $20 billion if the judge orders that. With the DOJ's asking to sell it. So I don't know. That stuff that's crazy. The only thing I can see someone buying that is like some kind of conglomerate, or maybe I don't know, some huge company.
What if Russia and China team up to buy it?
You know they will cancel that out.
That's the only thing. You guys y'all need to stay together. Don't break this up. I'll stay together now.
There's no way they would let that happen. Or what's crazier? What if that's the, like, hey, you know what? We gotta figure out a way how to get rid of some of this debt that we owe to them. And so then they actually they do let them buy it, but then on the consensus of that, hey, this cuts down some of the money that we owe y'all.
That is definitely against the Constitution. Like, I mean, like, that's just like,
I highly doubt it, bro. There's no way.
That's like a high level cease. That's like a high level robbery right there. Literally.
There's no
which is not the first time it's ever happened, but like, that's crazy. That's crazy that they would do that.
They're not gonna let that happen.
Yeah. Listen, y'all, if you have any thoughts on this subject, let us know. But as Tech Coach Ralph says, he is going to be talking about it on his show. And if you are not familiar, Tech Coach Ralph does have a show. You just got to go to youtube.com /@ I believe Tech Coach Ralph, right? youtube.com
Yep.
/@ Tech Coach Ralph to be able to see that show on Friday, where he's going to be sharing more about what the DOJ is saying regarding breaking up Google from their own products that they decided to take hard time to build and deliver to the public. And yeah, now they want to break that up. So anyway, there's probably more to the conversation that if you are aware of it, you could definitely share. Please go ahead and add to the conversation. And as Mitch says, it's the Mitch Show. Who is Ralph? I'm confused. So if you want to join the Mitch Show this Friday, you can be able to do that and participate and learn more about this particular topic for sure. But yeah, but definitely thank you for highlighting that. I did see that came out a couple of days ago about this, and it's always been like an ongoing battle between our government and the technology. But let's throw this one out there right now, so we got a few minutes. What are your thoughts on Elon Musk assuming the position that he is assuming in regards to government efficiency? And do you think it'll possibly play in regards to what's this ongoing battle between the tech world and the government?
So, the government spends a lot of money. They waste a lot of money, and every time Elon Musk comes into somewhere, he cleans it up, he makes it profitable, and he saves a lot of money. So, if he can get the government to stop wasting our tax money and put some money back in our pockets, I'm all for it. Hey, the guy just caught a rocket with some chopsticks. Okay, so hey,
bro,
I'll give it up to him. I'll give it up to him.
Never seen. Yeah, when that joint come down, and then it's like, wow, stuff you never seen. Because I don't know if a lot of people realize most of them just go straight into the ocean, like just
it explodes. That's it. Yeah, or go through the ocean.
Yeah, they just y'all. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's one of those things. I'm with Tech Coach Ralph on this. It's stuff that I never really looked into prior to hearing about it. And yeah, I don't know if I want you spending all that money, millions of dollars on some of the stuff that I saw. I was like, look, that is not a good use of time or money. Yeah. So they're gonna be. I think he said they're gonna be keeping all of that stuff public. So they'll be sharing with us a whole lot of the different ways that the taxpayers' money has been used, and what they're looking to do with that going forward. So
yeah, that's very interesting. I'm laughing. Kareem says Perplexity is killing Google. I think Perplexity is great, but I don't think it has gotten to the level of Google yet. I think a lot of people that know about Perplexity, they use Perplexity, but Google is still, king.
I use it for search.
If I would say so, especially with Gemini now coming to the fold, and being able to pull all that, that information while you're doing a normal search. I think there's a place for that. I really have an opinion. I'm not really not sure. Okay, got you.
Oh,
and Terry says my name. Well, I mean, hey, listen, if I created an Android of myself, I guess I am Mitch, but I have not done that. So my middle name still remains Michael. And then take a drop. How did you guess? Man, well, I appreciate you definitely for stopping by again, y'all. Go to youtube.com after the show. Go to youtube.com /@ Tech Coach Ralph. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the show. Ring the bell as well. The bell will be rung, and then you'll be able to find out when he goes live. So do that in the order that we talked about, and it should be fun. Cream has a smiley face, and Mitch says, "Grow up." so hey, it's all good. But yeah, man, thank you so much. And we're gonna, if you want to stick around, you can stick around for it. But we have the Brown Box special now. If you are familiar with the Brown Box special, or if you're not, I should say, basically the time where we share a story. One that is either full of heartbreak or laughter when it comes to someone being fired, let go, or resigning from their position. So I see the smile on Tech Coach Ralph's face. This was his favorite part of the show. So, but yeah, I could take this one. He said, I was fired. That's from Kiora. He said, I was fired on the day I was going to hand in my resignation. Hated the company. Boss played favorites. Personal feedback was non-existent, and they were very stingy with vacation time, even if you earned the days. The third point, I found out too late. After earning 10 days of personal time, I requested for time off 6 months ahead. Not only was it declined, I also got a stern talking to by the same boss who played favorites. I was so pissed off that I started looking for a job that very same night. Within 2 weeks, I got an offer from a company I interviewed the previous year who kept my resume in the active bin. I moved my vacation date to the next month, upped the number of days, and got a business class ticket. I printed a resignation letter once, and I signed the offer at the new job. So he printed out the resignation letter, signed the offer same time. The next day, I cared not an iota at work. I just waited for 5 o'clock so that I can hand in my 2 weeks. 4:30 p.m. came, and I got an email from the boss. I was being let go.
Bruh.
They didn't really say why, not that I cared, but they were going to give me a full month's pay to help me find a new job. I cleared up my desk, gave a quick thanks to my boss. Coworkers have left at this point, and I screamed when I got to my car. I got the final pay the week after, then collected unemployment for a few weeks, and had a bloody fantastic time on vacation.
Yo, I would have shredded that resignation letter inside of their shredder. Like, let me not even get to this.
Like, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yes,
You're gonna pay me. I was gonna plan to resign. You're gonna fire me at 4:30 for taking vacation. Yeah. Listen,
I would have been dramatic. I would have been like, "You're doing what?" Knowing that everything, like, you're doing like, wait, what?
How dare you?
After all these years, like, and you
I
just
can't
you
believe
just wait
this.
till a Friday afternoon, and
That is
know
kind
what?
of crazy if you think about it. Friday,
I'm gonna
like
take the professional right out.
like white chicks. The deception. You deceived me.
Terry Crews. Yeah, Terry Crews. Oh man. Yeah. No, I think that well, hey, listen, it worked out because he got to take advantage of all that. Had a job lined up, went on vacation, business ticket class, all that jazz. So it definitely worked out for him. So he did good.
He did that.
He did good. Listen, y'all, that is it for the show. Thank you so much for rocking with us. And like I said before, go ahead and go to youtube.com/Talk That Tech Show. If you are not a friend of ours, go again to Friday. Check out Tech Coach Ralph's show. He's going live Friday, and he's going to be talking about that subject. And last but not least, I kind of tried to bring up earlier today, but it was still loading. But the Alive Podcast Network, we're part of the Alive Podcast Network, and we are able to share a lot of what's going on there. As you can see, there's various different podcasts. Oh, look at us over there. So go ahead and check out the Live Podcast Network. And if you want to support us through there, that is cool as well. But there's so many different people that are on there that are, again, sharing their story and also are sharing their podcast. So go ahead and check that out. And we are so thankful for that, y'all. Again, thank you for the show, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you after the Thanksgiving break. But peace. Well, before I get there, I gotta hear myself. It's Talk That Tech, the
#1 tech morning show in the world, man. We'll see y'all next week.
Thank you, Reese. Peace and elbow grease.